Ngiyakwazi futhi ngazi amagama akho.
Ngiyakwazi futhi ngazi amagama akho.
Ngazi namagama alabo ophila nabo.
Ngazi namagama alabo ophila nabo.
Emkhunjini obizwa ngokuthi imateti.
Emkhunjini obizwa ngokuthi imateti.
Igama lakho ngurehti.
Igama lakho ngurehti.
Merti.
Merti.
Nep.
Nep.
Maati.
Maati.
Ngiza ngeqiniso ukuze ungizwe.
Ngiza ngeqiniso ukuze ungizwe.
Angigqilazanga.
Angigqilazanga.
Angihlambalazanga.
Angihlambalazanga.
Angilulazanga izipho zakho.
Angilulazanga izipho zakho.
Ngilibonile iso likamvelinqangi uRa.
Ngilibonile iso likamvelinqangi uRa.
Ngenkathi ligcwele eyunu.
Ngenkathi ligcwele eyunu.
Ngakho-ke
kungabi
nobubi obungehlelayo.
Kungabi nobubi obungehlelayo.
Lapho ngikhona.
Lapho ngikhona.
Ngoba ngize kuwe ngenjabulo.
Ngoba ngize kuwe ngenjabulo.
Njengabo bonke abafowenu.
Njengabo bonke abafowenu.
Abeza kuwe ekhunjini likaMaati.
Abeza kuwe ekhunjini likaMaati.
Bonke abaphilayo baletha iminikelo.
Bonke abaphilayo baletha iminikelo.
Ekuqhamukeni kwakho kungcwele.
Ekuqhamukeni kwakho kungcwele.
Wena Nkosi ekhunjulwa ezulwini nasemhlabeni.
Wena Nkosi ekhunjulwa ezulwini nasemhlabeni.
Wena uhlonishwa kakhulu.
Wena uhlonishwa kakhulu.
Phinde ukhushulelwe esihlalweni sakho.
Phinde ukhushulelwe esihlalweni sakho.
Ngiyakusondeza.
Ngiyakusondeza.
Ziveze kulomsamo wakho.
Ziveze kulomsamo wakho.
Bonke kulamazwe amabili.
Bonke kulamazwe amabili.
Bazokwamukela ngenjabulo.
Bazokwamukela ngenjabulo.
Wena uphakamile.
Wena uphakamile.
Omandla phindaphindiwe.
Omandla phindaphindiwe.
Wena umude ngesiqoqo.
Wena umude ngesiqoqo.
Ungena ekhunjini likaMaati.
Ungena ekhunjini likaMaati.
Wongamela bonke abakulindile.
Wongamela bonke abakulindile.
Amvuseleni.
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 Asar. 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 Bayethe Nkosi.
Bayethe Nkosi.
Vuseleli Asar.
Vuseleli Asar.
Wena Nkosi yaphakade.
Wena Nkosi yaphakade.
Nkosi yamadlozi.
Nkosi yamadlozi.
Wena omagama amaningi.
Wena omagama amaningi.
Uyindalo ehlanzekile.
Uyindalo ehlanzekile.
Ugibela umkhumbi wakho wezulu.
Ugibela umkhumbi wakho wezulu.
Uzalwa kabusha namuhla.
Uzalwa kabusha namuhla.
Isihlalo sakho sobukhosi.
Isihlalo sakho sobukhosi
sizinzisiwe emazweni amabili.
sinzisisiwe emazweni amabili.
Udumo kuwe wena Nkosi yaseMaati.
Udumo kuwe wena Nkosi yaseMaati.
Zibulo elingcwele.
Zibulo elingcwele.
Wena uphakama ngenkazimulo.
Wena uphakama ngenkazimulo.
Emkhathizweni.
Emkhathizweni.
Ubuhle bakho.
Ubuhle bakho.
Uyavuseleleka.
Uyavuseleleka.
Uma uhamba ugibele umkhumbi wakho.
Uma uhamba ugibele umkhumbi wakho.
Kwezigidi zeminyaka.
Kwezigidi zeminyaka.
Amvuseleni.
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 Asar.
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 Nkosi yobuhlaza.
Nkosi yobuhlaza.
Ephila naphakade.
Ephila naphakade.
Wena ubaluleke kunawo wonke amadlozi.
Wena ubaluleke kunawo wonke amadlozi.
Ezithunzi zawo.
Ezithunzi zawo.
Wena osipho esifihlekile.
Wena osipho esifihlekile.
Kuyo yonke imisamo.
Kuyo yonke imisamo.
Ubuso bakho buyadunyiswa.
Ubuso bakho buyadunyiswa.
Wena ophakeme.
Wena ophakeme.
Ongaphakathi komsamo waseSechem. Wena Nkosi yamadlozi yaseYunu. Ogama elikhunjulwa ema-Athi. Izwe lomthetho. Wena moya ufihlekile. Nkosi yaseKherethi. Wena ohlengekile. Odongeno lumhlobo. Wena ungumoya kaMvelinqangi uRa. Wena ungumzimba wakhe. Wena uphakanyisiwe namuhla. Wena inkosi eyendlu nkulu yaseKhemenu. Amvuseleni.
Amvuselele. 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 Asar. Asar.
Asar is the king of kings. Asar put their son Heru into hiding, and Heru eventually returned to reclaim the ethnic throne. Asar is the Kemet god of life, death, and fertility. Oh, so Shaze, Pil and Apara. Asar.
Asar. Asar. Asar. Amvuselele. 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 Amvuselele.
Asar.
Asar. Asar. Asar.
Thobela. Dumelang, abusheni, Thokozani, royals, queens and kings of Melanin. Li amogetse mo 897 Piela Street mo Orlando East mo Khorong ya Bukhosi eScotland. Nakalina Kenaneo from the kingdom of Set. We are currently in the last Sunday of the season of Asar. The season started on the 23rd of September and is ending on the 23rd of October. This is indeed the first season of the African royal calendar cycle. The things that align us with the season of Asar, Inyanga Khwedi is September, Iche Litlapa stone is malachite, Umbala Mala color is green, Intimbi TP metal is iron, Impepo incense is cypress, Amaka scent is cinnamon, Isihlahla sitlari tree is acacia, Izilwane dipholoholo animals are ram and hare. This is the African royal calendar. The book Umkhuluri is from Minidas Umphato. Please do get yourself a copy only for 200 rands. The African royal calendar is needed in order for you to learn how to do Umphato at home after every 6 hours. On our social media platforms, you can find and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at GEK_movement, on Facebook at GEK movement, and the private Facebook group is Bona Bakulu Basekemu, on YouTube at Great Empire of Kemet. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please don't skip ads, this helps with the algorithm. At the black market today we have Booksman, they search, find, deliver. Booksman is brought to you by Undlovukazi from the kingdom of Geb. This is The Destruction of Black Civilization by Chancellor Williams, and this is The Book of the Dead by A. Wallis Batch. Booksmen, they search, find, and deliver. Mamfi Source Herbal Products brought to you by Undlovukazi Mangomezulu from the kingdom of Nut. Undlovukazi presents to us the cancer bush. The cancer bush treats immune deficiency, diabetes, asthma, flu, gout, and stress. We have the Mamfi Sauce Rub. You can rub on cracked lips and heels, corns, and warts. We also have Truth Seekers brought to you by Oketla Tabo from the kingdom of Chehuti. Oketla specializes in bags, earrings, ants, and the incense for the season and the seasons yet to come. We also have Soja Bambezela, brought to you by Uketla Kahiso from the kingdom of Geb, and Ketla Jabulani from the kingdom of Nut. On Wednesdays, we discuss topics on the African royal calendar on Twitter Spaces. If you do come across the post, please do retweet for awareness. On Wednesdays, we give platform to Black-owned businesses to market their products for free. For that, you email your business profile to info@gekmovement.org. Asar.
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 Amvuselele.
Amvuselele.
There's a part more calendar mema. Iri, ngilibonile iso likamvelinqangi uRa ngenkathi ligcwele eyuni. Ngakho-ke kungabi nobubi obungehlelayo lapho ngikhona, ngoba ngiza kuwe njengabo bonke abafowenu abeza kuwe egunjini likaMahati. Sesirahuri, the time we met Gonzalo, re lebone leihlo le garamasedi ga ne le tletse ko teng. Go seke gwa nna le bobi bo bo ntiragalang ka gore ke tla go wena jaaka botlhe bakgaitsadi ba tla go wena ko ntlong ya Maati. Re lebogela motsoseletsi Asar a re tsoseletsa dijalo, a re tsoseletsa le menagano, a re tlisetsa le menagano e metšha. Mkhulu umvuseleli Asar, today we give gratitude to Asar. Re tla ba re tlhakana gape ka jara e tlang. Thokozeni.
And I am Oset in the spiritual and Cecilia in the physical. Today's topic is giving gratitude to Asar. Asar, king who was murdered by Oset, but became king of the afterlife or spiritual world. His wife Oset took their son Heru into hiding, and Heru eventually returned, reclaiming the earthly throne. Asar. 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 Asar.
Asar. Yajabula inkosi yamakhosi masiyamukela ngalendlela thina la sikhona. So siyabonga kakhulu. Namhlanje ke njengoba nazi ngokusiko sizobonga, we are giving gratitude to Asar, umoya ka Asar, ngendlela osi-affecte ngayo in this season. Remember Asar, umnqobi, a victor. So therefore this season brings all challenges and all opportunities. So manje kuhamba ngabubili, it comes both ways. Kuba kuhle bese kuba kubi. So kumele wamukele, you've got to accept and submit to lo moya. Kungathi makufika i-negativity bese ke wena wehlele emuva ngokamoya in terms of ukholo lwakho kulo moya ka Asar. Ingakho ebizwa ukuthi inkosi yamakhosi ngoba uyanqoba. Bengeke sithi inkosi yamakhosi if uset always win. Uset is always there, but to Asar uyanqoba. So this is what we need to emulate as a band, because the challenges come in different ways in our lives. So mele samukele ukuthi angeke kube kuhle all the time. Njengathi this season, there's so much that has happened in terms of, the good things, the fruits, zenzalo, but all the same, kuza nama challenges. So we don't let that lower our vibrational frequency. Mesiyibona siyabona ukuthi hayi isikhathi vele sakhona. Yonke into yavuseleleka. Ngisho nokuhlanya ebantwini kuba manje ke izimo ziningi, there are so many challenges. Chokuthi umoya ka Asar siyawubona manifesting in our lives. Look at what is happening in the world. Everybody is demanding justice, and everybody ukhalelani umhlaba wabo. Manje ke umhlaba is the most important thing, because without land akuna future. Ama Palestinians, they know ukuthi without umhlaba wabo there's no future. And the history ithi akuyona indawo yabo le. That's not their place. It's our place. Yingakho bazoqedana. Ngoba they are fighting for something that doesn't belong to them. So there are families there, Palestine, who've been there for years, thousands of years, before kuqala even the state of Israel. So okhokho bethu ruled that place, not ngendlondlo, not ngokulwa sabisa abantu, but they ruled the whole area layer ngolwazi that they had. And ulwazi oluqale kuphi here on the southern part of Kemet, we call South Africa. We need to mobilize so that they come and change not only South Africa part, the Africa in general. The Africa, it's a slave name. It's associated with our slavery. As we emerge from that vicious period, we need to emerge with something new that has so much heritage, which is Kemet. Yingakho sigqugquzela leli gama le Kemet ngoba lichaza thina. Kemet means black, which describes the black people and their land. So umlungu uzokutshela ukuthi Kemet, it means the slate lapha along the line, Inine River, that's a black slate. Kemet means black, young in the mnyama. Meaning ukuthi abantu abamnyama, the 9 ether beings. Yibo-ke abanikazi. Not only be Africa bomhlaba, because we were there before anybody else. So manje Asar usinikeza that ability and manifesta through us. Yingakho namhlanje will give everybody opportunity to testify. How were they affected by this season? Kemet says, when you need to experience and testify. Ungezwa ngabantu umkhulu akutshela ukuthi hayi mina yonke into ihambe kahle. Okwami lokho asokwakho. Nami kunesizini where izinto zami ziyaphela. Wena uphumelele. So ilife injalo. Ungathi makuyisizini yami bese kuba nomongo. Yaze yakho isizini. So we need to stay focused in terms of creation and resonance all the time, so that we are never, misaligned to the energy that is prevalent at a particular time. Sivaleli su Asar, kepa sasa sifaka indlovukazi. Andlovukazi. Hetero. Amvundisikazi. Sithi ngeso. Matari. Manje ke shokuthi ama-principle asinadedelana njengabantu empilweni. Kuba icycle yami bese kuyaphela kungena icycle yomunye umuntu. Yingakho kuthiwa we're not supposed to be competing with each other, but to complement each other, to fulfill the bigger vision of uniting. Unity, that is the major objective. Ukuthi sihambe ngale ndlela. So that power yethu, it's in our strength, in unity, not the division that we need to emulate Asar in everything that we do. Okokuqala ungabi igwala, ungabi ivara. Isikhathi samavara asikho. You need to be brave enough ukuthi ngiyabheja ngempilo yami, so that I'm able to save generations to come. So this is what Asar does. When he challenges Uset ikithi yini? Uset ikithi system. Okumele siyinqobe, we've got to defeat this system. Because ayina impande, it has no roots on our continent. So we need to then strategize and use lo moya ka Asar. Remember ukuthi makuyisizini ka Asar, akusho ukuthi some of us we don't have or possess umoya ka Seth or umoya ka Ma'at. We do. But manje laba abazalwe ngale season yibo who have more. But all of us have a bit of these principles. so that ungathi ungibone ngifake here kaJehuti ucabanga ukuthi nguJehuti cha. I'm trying to resonate with the prevalent energy at that particular time. So abanye abantu uthi hayi ngeke ngilithenge ihali kaJehuti ngoba mina ngena uJehuti. Jehuti. The intellect, the intelligence that you have, the innate ability for you to be able to think. Abanga nje. Nokuthola isambulelo, that divine inspiration. Ibuya kuba. Who controls the gate of the Akashic records? Ujehuti Makaya. So Ujehuti is access. You know, we access Ujehuti all the time. In decision making, the answer is wena ungayicabanganga kepha yes uphenduka upass. Ujehuti lo, because that's the controller. And remember ukuthi what is called the Akashic records la, because ilanga yilo elistora all the information yasemhlabeni, what has happened before, what is to happen in the future. So yingakho i-consciousness yethu has to rise to that vibrational frequency yelanga, so that we are able ukuthola these divine messages. Okhokho bethu, that's what they live for, to create a resonance relentlessly, because once you have that, you have access to lots of knowledge and information. And as you know, knowledge and information is not power. It is the application of that knowledge that is power. Hey, but umvelimani no Asar, automatically they give you that ability to receive. Ukuthi wena wenzani ngalo information, it's up to you. But it will never possess any power la kuwe if you are not using it to implement something. Yingakho isambulelo mesehla bese ke uyadeducta ubone ukuthi mawuyenza lento physically, how can it be realized? It's all about that. Okwamanje all of us are receiving new ideas, unless ke uvalekile sazi. The alignment is not there. Hey, it comes naturally because that is the time of a renewal. Everything is being renewed. Not only nature, but our bodies as well. You know, nemiqondo yethu is being renewed. And this is the time, the best time for us to launch izinto. Hey. So always in alignment. Uyazi ukuthi the coming season is anani with potency. Yingakho bathini ngesisuthu. Ikhomenko yetsang. Khomenko emetsi. It's representative of the power of Indlovukazi, umvundisikazi. Hetero. Power of the energy of that season. Meaning ukuthi wena ufaka isithi manje ngoSeptember, kepha makufika umvundisikazi iyaqhuma. It's because of the prevalence of the energy of that time. It's so potent, ingakho representwa yini? Inkomo. Inkomo. Inkomo represents that power, that potency. So ingakho ke manje consciously from tomorrow iyele green ngilahlela phansi. Kuza sephithi. Besithe sizulu likhona. So that I'm forever resonating with the prevalent energy, creating a resonance all the time. In that way, Guti, it makes you and make your brain become your manufacturing, of all the ideas. That is what your brain is supposed to decode. These, messages, that come from above, so that you are able to create. When I need you are a creator yourself. Hey, without that ability to create, we wouldn't be building houses. Because each and everything that has manifested, it started here in the mind. Even a telephone or anything, everything is speaker. They're mimicking your ear, how it functions. So everything that you see that has manifested, iqale emoyeni. Njengawe uqala umoya. Uqala umoya. Noma ke ama-Anunnaki bathi they interfered with our DNA. Sisazoya lapho. So that we get the truth, because I believe ukuthi we have i-DNA nama genes angenza vele ukuthi siphile for over 1,000 years. Huh? But now makwenziwa ke lokho kwenziwa sazochaza in future the Anunnakis, the children of Anu, the Memphite people who started the Memphite theology. So those are the people. And lento, it didn't happen le Palestine or Israel. Yenzakale la inzalo. When you talk about the Anunnakis, they were here in Mpumalanga. There's the proof here, Bigfoot, land the money. He proof here local these creatures were living long before umhlaba wonke solidified properly. It means maybe pila umhlaba bosengathi umdoko. Yabona isamende emanzi. Where you stamp on it, you leave your print. Yeah, that's the time. That's how long you are. As a black person. Manje uzwa abantu bakutshela all sorts of things about yourself. Umtala. Hey, because of history, we can confirm. Sibadala. If you confirm, or you confirm the age of those rocks and Zalo, because it all happened there. Remember, Gucci, the stars, the sun, everything was birthed La Penzalo. This is the history that I'm not giving you, because that will empower you to no longer be able to be called a slave. When you know your history, how great you are. And the sloko song, all this time, sloko sipegele somewhere else. Uguti, la kwenzakala baze basishaya. Basifake Israel, Jordan River. Ngiphuma lapha ngaya amanzi azake zafike nasexakaleni. Hey, balokho bakutshela all sorts of stories, izinto nje ihaba. There's nothing like that. Ukuzalwa kayo yonke into ephilayo emhlabeni la. All that area in Mpumalanga. Singasho ukuthi according to lobutsotsi babo bathi idi lapha eMpumalanga. Kumanje nje ayikho into engalentuzi engahlumi lapha eMpumalanga. It's very fertile, that place. So manje ke makhahla asiyuzeni ke lamandla ka Asar. Mawumyuza umoya wakhe nakhona, remember ukuthi thina we don't pray senza kusho ukuthini uphahla
Phakamisa vibration.
yeah
Phakamisa vibration.
okay asilandeni emuva
Okay.
luyini uphahla lomuzi
Iroof.
uphahla lomuzi
Iroof.
hey manje ke makhehla kuthiwa thina, because when you say you are praying, it's like we are casting a spell. Do you understand? Tina, we share. That's why before Ulala, when you share with your ancestors, this is what went through today. We're sharing with them. Say, and letting them, if there are any problems, deal with those problems. Because we are one with them. Do you understand? So ukuphahla kuhlukile with prayer. You know, we don't pray, we don't cast a spell. We share with umoya that we know what we are pila. Hey, our ancestors are alive. Hey, bayaphila. So that's why sithi thina ubomsaba umuntu oyikhombisa ngathi uyigwala la estradini. Isabe lo muntu because akafuni ukuthintana nawe. Kepha ukunikezela koba papa. Kuthi nayi ndoda imhlukumeza lapha. Ha? Then wena ke sowuzwa manje so angisolwa nomoya. Ushaya into ongayiboni. Uma bathi uvimba ngapha, uye Malawi uyocomplain enyangeni ukuthi hey nakho kubi. Yangilandela impukane, suka nami eSouth Africa. Ingena nami lapho. You understand? So, yingakho ngaso sonke isikhathi hlonipha. Hlonipha wonke umuntu. Try and avoid izinto. And ungabi isiqhwage ebantwini. Because abanye abantu you don't know strengths are. They might not possess the physical strength, but they possess the spiritual strength. Do you understand? So it's very important ke ukuthi sikwazi lokho ukuthi i-alignment nomoya all the time it has got to be there. Remember ukuthi besiphila nje, you know, singazi. Futhi besiphila simisaligned. Ayikho vele into yethu beyizolunga. Because we are going against the natural flow of the energy of the southern hemisphere. Uma uhamba nge-calendar yabelungu. Manje ke thina ke Tanzania elikhona, we are realigning ourselves so that we are in perfect harmony with the energy of the southern hemisphere. Yingakho ke i-future ngithi mina i-bright. Because when there's harmony amongst the people, then there's birth of something new. That's when Heka happens. Huh? That's all you need, you know, empilweni, to harmonize, to always be in harmony with the prevailing energy. And let that energy surprise you. Ungafani uzenze sangoma. No, mina ngifuna Thursday kube so. You can't do that. Let umoya surprise you on Thursday. Ubone ukuthi ukulethelana umoya. In that way, you are not living according to anybody's expectation, and then now you don't force things to happen. Let umoya determine. Remember ukuthi everything happens in good time. It's all about timing. Huh? Icycle yakho ukuthi ube right. Yes, okay. Take things easy and don't stress yourself. Ibrahim ihamba yini lama pens langa. 8:45. La. Flashback. Lehamba ngabafana. Hey, so you are now putting pressure on yourself. Ibrahim sayithenge le car and besifunda sonke. Don't do that to yourself. Icycle yakho. Mhlambe eyakho imoto kumele ugibele. It's still being designed. Ayikabi khona. Manje wena you want to settle for less. By being forceful in nature, you don't do that. Africans don't do that. African nje lento siyenza la every Sunday is the most powerful weapon. Because manje we are activating yonke le mimoya. Imagine unity ya le mimoya ela. It makes a dent because it creates what is the oldest principle of charge. That electrical charge. Huh? That starts the fire. Hey, ukuze kube nempilo is that electricity capture. abelungu namhlanje, that process of forever becoming, they call it cymatics. How energy affects and shapes ilentuza matter. So okhokho bethu knew this, but bayibeke ngendlela yabo. Ukutha, when you look at the stage of ta, futhi basayijekile. So kungama yini? Ama-Oscars. Hey, that's ta. Copy phone call ngapta. Hey, by commercializer. Kanti that is the original spark that started the electricity. For us to have electricity in the world, it was started by that. By Biza, Dr. Oyibo calls it turbulence. Hey, angithi manje lapha mesikhuluma ngonun, we are talking about that potential energy at rest. Lendo abathi abelungu, there was nothingness before any other creation. Okhokho bethu knew ukuthi there was potential in that energy at rest, but it needed to turn the turbulence to activate lama atoms so that kube ne spark. That's the fire. The fire that runs within you started there. Because ukutha uyiyo yonke lento, without ukutha, that original spark, electrical spark, there would never be life on earth. Because now we are that spark. We are electricity now yourself. Your body would never function without that electrical charge. Mawucabanga ukuthi kwenzakalani in your brain.
It's fire.
Hey, it's fire. Hey, Charlie, there is an electrical charge that happens within you. For you to be able to walk, electrical charge tells your feet, get violent, man. Hey, it's like that. So we are that original, the original, even Asar. Remember, Siteo Asawin. Yeah? Last week. What did we say Asar Uhin Asar? Huh?
Hydrogen. It's hydrogen.
It can never be nitrogen.
Hydrogen.
Asar is the soul of Ra. Do you understand? Asar is the soul of Ra. The first hydrogen atom in the world, we call the atom. Hey, la baba choncha bati atom. Yaba iBhayibheli bati atom. But original story, atom. The first atom that created everything that lives. It is that spark. We call it kinetic energy. Lento ekwenza ukuthi ungichoke mangidlula nawe eduze kwakho. Mhlambe ngiyanyathela nje lapha. Hawu, mengikusondela ngithi ngiyachokeka. It happens, it is that spark makhehla. So thina siyi repetition yayo yonke lento le. Electricity. Sugesi. Kahle kahle. Abantu abayazi science, they tell voltage that is within us. That's why some yogis le India bazo plaka intambo in their bodies, then electric, is a lighter, a bulb. So these are the things Okoko Betu, they stress. Know yourself. Know yourself. That's the beginning of wisdom. Mauzazi well, the constitution yami, what is the core of my being? qedile. You know, everything else nje balula. And it's all because of Asar. Remember ukuthi Asar idlozi lokuqala, the first ancestor here in our universe, the first ancestor. Lento siyibiza ukuthi hydrogen. That is Asar. Hey, indlovukazi iza nani?
Iza ne-oxygen.
Iza nge-oxygen. Hey, indlovukazi nomkhubulwane, the moon comes with oxygen. Dr. Sebi said the chemical signature yethu ithini? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Ukuthathu lobo, without these three things, there's no life on earth. Manje ke asibuyelene emuva makhehle. Ngithi mina lo msebenzi esiwenzayo because of lo lwazi that we internalize all the time. Imnandi lento zethu. Hey, because you discover new things all the time, especially about yourself. So lo msebenzi umnandi asijoko. Uzoba ijoko if awunasabelo sayo. Then it will be difficult for you. But otherwise, mawumuntu wayo lento, it motivates you all the time. You will never find yourself bored. Huh? Because mawuhamba nje. Just repeating, you know, the names of these principles. You are connecting yourself consciously with these principles. Yingakho kumele siphilele lama principles sibe yiwo all the time. Then istress sethu soyeza neyinhlanhla sizozidonsa kalula because there's no longer a wall of resistance. We free flow, so everything flows through your system. It's up to you to capture it. Ngake ngathi la we are bombarded by these frequencies all the time. Imagine how many billions passes your brain all the time. Because angithi lama frequencies awadlula ku umuntu usenda ibillion eChina from you know, America. Izodlula. It passes through you, man. Hey, because that's a frequency. Yeah? Manje ke monendlela ukubamba njalo. Manifesta lapha kule account. Hey. So it means there is that ability. Asikakayazi but ikhona ngoba yonke into moya. Hey,
We are on it.
hey, yonke into moya. So now even angithi kuthiwa manje when the shift has happened, it means ukuthi kuvuleka nama gate, ama star gates. You remember Bob Credo, there is this book yakhe ebizwa ukuthi Hidden History of Africa. He mentions some of these gates. Ukuthi mawungene lapha uzozithola useSpain. It's true. Hey, angikhulumi haba uzwa. Ama scientists laba bahomba amathuna okhokho bethu bahambe bayohomba le northern hemisphere Egypt. Bathola ukuthi mawuse Egypt kunama underground tunnel that immediately puts you a take mountain. Do you understand? Hey, kumanje they say ukuthi there is a pyramid here in Joburg. Kumele siyifunde. Hey, ukhulunywa ngayo. Bathi bayi discover but maybe ithi bayi excavator lapha bathola ukuthi bayala. bahombe mebeyolala bafike ekuseni igcwele futhi until baze bayeka angithi linde oba mphahlo the 9 is a being umuntu okhuluma nje ivuleke lento singene mele siyifune ngokamoya ukuthi kuphi siyithole no scientifically is there. It was research. I'm sure I'm going to check my reports. There must be something like that because they're hiding so much information. You know, Yvette has got so much knowledge about Inzal. Yvette did a research lab Inzal. Yvette knows everything, but I believe the professors who were investigating are not allowed to talk about the information. Uguti, oh, bona batholeni. Why? Because it's not going to benefit anybody but us. So, umuntu onjalo who prevents important information from reaching abanikazi bayo unjani lo muntu? I-decision nje for Yvette to take. Yvette is an institution which should be trusted by us. Ukuthi it gives us the information for us to be able ukuthi we make, a decision okuyona because we are making an informed decision. So ingakho ke ukuthi ilinde thina inzalo ukuthi senze i-research thina ourselves unless ke kuba nomuntu ozongena eVet because there has been ama-principal lapha abantu abamnyama but all of them ubani lo was the last one osasekhona he's sitting on a lot of information that could really enlighten African people. But he won't release that information because umlungu akakavumi. So usizi lo muntu omnyama but asikho lapha. Siku Asar. Ukuthi thina sihamba no Asar. Inkosi yamakhosi. Yingakho kancane everything esiphahlelayo izoyenzakala izomanifest. And the more siphahla ngobuningi is the more impahlo yethu, the sharing to the ancestors izwakala. Kuthiwe report ukuthi kusene challenge ye-Chemit Chat for those who are in Chemit Chat. We still have a slight technical challenge, but remember ukuthi Chemit Chat can only be accessed by abantu abane Android, not an iPhone. So now ukhehla asimbonge in advance. He's working on bringing a page like website here to that will have a version of Chemit Chat but on our website, so that both phones can access. Abantu abanama iPhones are able to participate. So that is what we're trying to resolve. Indlovukazi beyisuggeste ukuthi those that are in Chemit Chat maybe bathinte Indlovukazi uJehuti. So that in the meantime balinde WhatsApp group, so that interaction, especially umphatho, because it was a collective umphatho every day. Abantu bayaphahla ku-Chemit Chat, so that can also happen lapha ku-WhatsApp. So those I think Indlovukazi will make means to let people know which banga connect kanjani which number. But we need to continue with that collective path, because these are the things as Zaguti see experience here, natural magic, especially in Indlovukazi. Indlovukazi mezi khuthalela ukuphahla. Umsebenzi wethu uzoba lula. ngoba indlovukazi yize ezinamandla okusikhulumela noNomkhubulwane. Who is steering la emhlabeni? Nothing happens without uNomkhubulwane. The moon is the controller here on our earth. And indlovukazi are just a manifestation of that moon. So siyacela indlovukazi ziqhubeke zenze ngamandla so that we are able, and our results are there. Ukuthi imisebenzi yenu is appreciated by umoya. Ngokuvuleka kweinhliziyo zenu nizwa ubuhlungu beingane zeAfrika. It's all about that. So that you were able to reach the point where we're supposed to reach. Remember, Guti, if future yethu thina is clear, we've been given a future now. Sivusa ini, sivusa ukukhosi komoya. Hey, that's all we do. Sivusa ukukhosi komoya. So that kumanifesteke, because baningi kabi la. O Imhotep, o Amunhotep, abo Nefertiti, abo Nefertari, abo Hatshepsut. Bazalwe kabusha nakini ukuthi bazalwa ku eIsrael. When they reincarnate again. So manje mele kuvuseleleke that potential, which is an innate ability yenu. Huh? So that you are able to reach the heights and even surpass Okokobe. Remember, Enki, who is our creator. Sizongena kulo subject at some point. Enki gave us or put in our DNA ukuthi in future lesizwe esisakhayo is going to be greater than us. Those were Anunnakis. That was Enki, the Anunnaki scientist. So a potential yethu asikayazi and isazovuleleka. If Enki uthi usinikeze i-ability to be more spiritually powerful than them, imagine that's your call. Huh? Yeah, there's so much, possibility that is, awaiting for us to actually resonate with those vibrational frequencies, because they are there already. It has been done already. All we have to do is to find that vibrational frequency, connect to kuyo, finish. Sifixe ne-DNA yethu. Mhlambe ufuna ukuphila to 9,000
Possible.
It's possible. It's possible because remember, Guti, there's no death. Umoya, your soul lives forever. So if your soul lives forever, you can fix your DNA so that now we uphile physically for asazi ke ukuthi umzimba uzobunjani. No, but mina really angifuni ukuphila to a point ukuthi sengiuhluphe ebantwini. Ngifunde yona. Mele nje nginyawuke ngisaseshaya. Ungathi so uhluphana nabo zesilo nabantwana bami. Mkhulu ehlupha. Ngifunda. Angithi angefi. I reincarnate. There's a renewal. Come back in a different form. So ilapho Mokhesh. There's no death. Eternity. Eternity. That's what Okokobetu, they never said it's nothingness. Our ancestors never said, there's nothingness here. Angitabelungu but space occupied by nothingness. Tina Okokobetu by te kunama atoms. And ama atoms that are conscious and have memory. Huh? This is what is feeling. Eternity. We're surrounded by eternity and we're birthed by abundance. Siphupha umlungu nobuqili bakhe. Manje simbhaqile. Siyarepossessa manje sekubuhlungu enhlizweni. Kubuhlungu vele mawazi ukuthi ulokhu utsosa abantu why. Mase bevuka emaqandeni, amaphi okube mnandi la kuwamithi. And kahle if labantu laba bane sense. Ngibona nje nala maPakistan la akhiphela abantu ibhanga. Sisenkingeni makhaya. Yazi sivumele iarmy. Uyabona labantu laba abathi ama-suicide bombers. Yiwo la. Unlike South Africa, all over South Africa. Labantu are trained. Yingakho kumele kutholakala isolution. So that silungise imqondo yethu, because the reason why okhokho bethu ended up giving these people shops is because kuvule ama-shopping malls next to these shops. And also, where namto mnyama, you no longer wanted to support your own. That's the attitude that made most of the people no longer be able to sustain these puzzles in a shop. Kuvule Pakistan la, Utaki selling the same thing. Sonke siyakule Pakistan. But it's cheap. And angaze ngabona ishop ePakistan is cheap. Yonke into yabo is more expensive than uJohn la. Mengithenga kuJohn ngiyazi ukuthi ngisave 20 cents or 30 cents. Bona they add more. So it's just amanga nje ukuthi they are cheaper. Yithi nje, you know, when you operate from a colonial mindset, you will always hate yourself and anything that looks like you. Yeah, because that's the only reason the abantu bethu are no longer able to maintain these corner shops. Because Tina siba flattened. Huh? So you are a shop right. Shop right. Siyahleka nje but ibe buhlungu. Ibe buhlungu menzeka lento because they were supposed to involve labantu beyiphatha nabantu bama corner shop. Ulama shop right. So that when they lose this side, they know they benefit here. So asibuyiseni sithi colonize it. You know, in the most honest. Umuntu ayenza introspection. If we ask ukuthi usase i-fence sitter, please check yourself so that you are able to lento esikuyo ayifuni fence sitter. You can't be in between. It's either ungapa or ungapa. This is what Umoya is demanding now. So once so lungisile, because that comes with decolonization of the mind. When you realize heritage yako, you realize the power that you possess. You can't be on the fence. Huh? You need to take a side. It's either hamba no set or hamba no Asar. Finish. And the Ngapaku Asar future is very bright. Usaid, remember Guti, when the system finally falls, it falls with everything. Lendo tubambelele kuyo izowa. I'm going to 30 loan. It's 3 million for him. Uzoba nenhlanhla ngoba uzoba nendlu ungasakhoni futhi ukubhadala. Ngoba umnikazi weloan akasekho se-Israel ubuyele emuva. Ushiya yonke lento le because uyigenerate illegally la. So bazoshiya zonke lezi zinto lezi. So injalo makhetha. In closing nje ukuthi mina ngiyabonga. Ngibonga umvuseleli Asar ukuthi kule season ever since isibuye njalo I've experienced both sides. You know, ubuhlungu nokujabula. But it's most ukujabula because ubuhlungu buyeza budlule. But injabulo is consciously maintained. Ngokuthi wena ube in that space of vibrating high. In that way we are able ukuthi avoid the effect yazo zonke lezi zinto ezinegative. The worst thing is betrayal. And that's one thing I hate the most. Betrayal. You can do everything else. But waba yilo muntu who can just betray. It's finished. It's finished because we are in a movement, we are in a struggle. We can never allow ukuthi sibe nabantu who don't have a conscience to betray. Umuntu nje sekebhekele. You can't afford in a movement like this. Yonke imbewu embi, we must chuck it out. Hey, ngoba yibo labantu abazozivukela just sesithi 5-2. Seku 18 area. Vele sisikore. Aze lo muntu athatha ibhola kahlelelele. So, Maketa, please, you know, Okoko Betu gave us the ability for us to be able to understand this mission. It's a mission here today. And the mission that we've got to fulfill in the most honest way. Even in your dealings now, umuntu, be guided by my art. Ungenzi into that is going to tip the scales of my art to somebody's disadvantage. Hey, sinabantu, you know, if you're unenkinga nami, that's why I always said, I'm very accessible. Anybody can call me, number yami, it's on the internet. Anybody can call me. If unenkinga nami, fika sihlale phansi sikhulume. Ungabi igwala. Ugcine into la ngaphakathi sesibona ngezenzo zakho ukuthi hey lo muntu lo mfuna ugcwele. Gcwaliswe into mfuna. Baba eruption nje turbulence kapcha. Hayibo. Umuntu be honest. If unenkinga nomuntu hlala phansi naye, unenkinga so. Nibone how do you resolve that thing? Ungaqumbi wena ngaphakathi. Ugayibozi. Hey le nje omkhulu. Hayibo. Basho njalo kanti bazikhesa. Sinjalo because mina ngisebenza nge-free flow. Ukuthi uthini kamanandaba. Wena uzodila nomoya hayi mina. So please Makhethe ngiyacela nje ukuthi asibambaneni and sithembane because it's all about trust. Sibhekene with the biggest enemy of destroying the system and the system sizoyidestroy. And ngeke siyidestroy ngabantu esingabathembi. Kumele siweed out yonke lembewu embi. So that you know mesiya phambili sazi yabona lento yenzakala lenzalo umkhombisa ubuqhawe. Abantu base GK are warriors. Ngihlanyiswe yilabo bathe hayi bengincikaza ukuthi ngiyeza mkhulu kepha hansi ngibona ku TV ngathi ngiyaya ke manje. That is ubuqhawe lobo. Nendlovukazi lapha ezathathazelisa amakhosi. Amaphoyisa njalo. Indlovukazi zaqala lapha zaphahla wabona ukuthi amaphoyisa manje sewe uncomfortable abazi ukuthi nendlovukazi wenzani manje. That's when I knew ukuthi siyanqoba. And after that, sanqoba. department that high, let's negotiate market. Mama say I got the statement today. It was a statement, man. Sa negotiate again, no negotiation, Sunday. Send some savings on market. So enough for market. Hey. Sisempine and impie. So you're not more. Hey, yazi ungobe into naye I-enemy yakho inga-understand ukuthi kahle kahle ngisayine kanjani. How did I sign? Moya sofikile. Hey, yambhayizisa. Khana la judge. La gwebizos. Ngokumoya. It was more a play. Akekho umuntu ongaba nobuhlakani nje ukubhayizisa ijaji. Enina 100 years. Umuntu omthetho 100 years. Kepha that day waphithwa into encane nje uconfirma. Uze seke kwatile vele wathi hayi ngiyajunqa lekhanda. Kandushaya idlozi. Ngisemile mina. Sekuzanti basithembeleni yomoya. Yes, ngiyathatha ama questions or comments.
Thokoza. Ama-art. Asar. Asithokozile. Kule point oyikhulumile mkhulu ukuthi singabantu be-electricity and indeed singabantu be-electricity. As the Kibalian says, so as without, so within. I mean, I like the concept ukuthi sesiya-understand ukuthi unyaka wethu uqala September. And uthi unyaka wethu uqala September sesiyiphuvile leyo akusese-argument. But khona omunye unyaka oqalayo within us. And lowo unyaka lowo, that's what the old people, information bayishiyele leyo lolo lwazi lolo lokuthi singafocus emalini, singafocus kwizinto ezingaphandle, but sifocus kuloko kungaphakathi. But the information abayifihle ngakhona bayifihlele ukuthi bebazi ukuthi abelungu bazofika vele bathathe lokho abaku-understandayo. But the most information le concern thina le mele siyi-unlock-e esumkhulu ashilo ukuthi there's a code amanu nakhe ayishile inside. Yes. And the moment siyi-unlock-a, that's when we're gonna understand.
Thokoza.
Ithi ngiqale-ke, what happens March according to bona, that's when they celebrate their 1 degree ilanga selingana. Angithi ngo-March thina siyaqala-ke manje siyabala. First month March, second month April, third month May, June, July, August. Why loku 7? Angawuphakamisa why loku 7? And loku 7 ilanga lenzani lithi 1 degree down. So this number 7 now say more important. Why? Because we always have 7 chakras now. From your solar plexus energy yakuphi iqala yaphansi. That's why abantu abaningi siphelela la. Majority yethu besiphelela la. Besiphelela la. Angifuni ukuyichaza because ine-information eningi. But then umkhulushilo we-electricity. Abase east bafundiswe yithi. Thina siyenza easy leyo yokumeditate. For bona we process for bona because abafani nathi. But we taught them okay, you need to meditate. And in their meditation, they use this word Om. Om, the sign Om, is for resistance. Now, because you're increasing this voltage up, the minute you say Om, you are resisting, opening the chakras. You're gonna resist those chakras. You must ascend 6 times. On the 7th, I went the next because that's when it's gonna do itself. The image must say figure. You've got two within your spine, which is the rod. This is the rod. That's why you see Egypt. You see those pillars in a straight like this. That's for the energy to rise within you. That's the energy rising within you. That's the energy of the sun coming back from winter, coming to summer. That's happening in your body as well. That's what we need to understand. So my figure, it needs to go up and light up the pineal. When it lights up the pineal, what happens? That's when melatonin comes through. Milk and honey, melatonin. Let's investigate what's happening in melatonin. Your skin becomes lighter. Age, stop, reverse age. Because of what? Melatonin. I want control of that. Only when we ascend receive yona, lightly, says Zenzela yona, what happens here? You've got an area within your head which is called the RAM. And what do we have in our computers? RAM, random access memory. But now, what I like about the RAM, this is the download Asar, ever since Asar. What I like about the RAM is that when it says 1 degree down the equator, that 1 degree is right ascension meridian. Right ascension meridian. Say right mind. What happens myself says right? It means that when your pineal says now you've got access to your right hand side, which is the 90% of your brain, which is dormant. Laking is nazo lezi ukuthi sidalela ku 10%. All decisions siwenza emotional, siwenza ngama senses, siwenza nge 10%. Everything that we do, we're doing it based on 10%. But only when masawuhlezi phansi within yourself, masawuyikhupulile le energy, masawuyenze whatever it needs to do, masawoperate on the right. That's when yonke into oyenzayo ke manje so vuli haka. So everything that you're doing because you know it's not from a point of negativity, because you've already passed through that. You can do, but you can't. You can do up until 6 but the 7. That's why they but they will work 6 days, the 7th day you don't work. They don't understand, because this thing, you can work, you can do all the rituals, but on the 7th, for it to go up and do what it needs to do, that does not, you don't play any part. And when it opens up, it can happen like a lightning like that, because that's when you need to be focused and understand what you're going to within. But now, what happens, we focus too much outside rather than inside. And this information, E1, the information there. You go to the Buddhas, they'll tell you about Krishna. What happened to Krishna? The king wanted to fight. You go to Buddha, same story. The king wanted to kill the kids 2 years down. But the original story, which is the chemic one, of Uheru, that's the original one, whereby everything else was a carbon copy of that. Not by Shonchin, the story is one. The story is one because within that one story there's a truth, but you need to understand what the truth behind. The truth behind is that everybody must up until the age of 2. Up until the age of 2, that's when you get to be indoctrinated. You get indoctrinated to the system. That's why you need to take this baby, which is Uheru Omngane Masika Kulile now. So now. You take the very same baby lawyer without no laws, without nothing, and you understand the truth. What we're teaching, what Nkulu is teaching here is the truth. You cannot deny it. And when this truth comes, you take your body down, which is the truth of water. That's the true baptism. That's when now you're taking this flesh with the water of truth. What happens when you come out of the water of truth? You come up to the air. When you come up to the air, is phases of consciousness. The first phase of consciousness is the flesh, of which now. The second phase of consciousness, when you've exposed yourself to it, that's when you get water. Not to say you're gonna be wet, no. You flow with everything because water is a set of flow. You get to another stage of water, which is air still, of your consciousness. Now you're flowing more. Now the fourth one is fire. Everything that happens, the sun is gonna be coming back. That's the fire which is gonna be coming back. But there's a super fire which is coming because now we're coming to the age of Aquarius. Lokushisa logo kuzoshisa man. That's the fire level 50 look now is gonna be fire. It's the fire because of the phantom, the light that the sun, which is the soul of the sun is the hydrogen. That's phantom. That's what communicates to you. That's what communicates. This thing which is in here is light. It communicates with light, via light. Everything is light. Everything that we live in here, it's light. Hence, now the electricity still is light, but we're focusing more on this and we're forgetting what we are, which is light. I think we finish
Mele kubenje phela abantu bakhona ukuthi ba-absorb i-information. Ukhetha ukukhuluma ngokuthi ziyafana izinto. Zingafana ngokubuka kepha interpretation yahlukile. Interpretation ka Asar said here is completely different from Ishra or Lokwamandiya, Krishna or bonke labantu la. Why? Because interpretation yabo angeke ifane with the original interpretation. Ufana nama carbon copy HBK. They will never give you interpretation which is the original interpretation. Bazofaka itwala. It's okay. Then again, angazi ngiyengaba confused when you say we start a new year in March.
Okay. So I said in counting, Bona, but after the new year, Bona.
No, but
Bona. That side might see 1 degree up. Tina say account my at least she the man.
Tina say
Bona bayamuge. Yeah. Okay.
Ilapho thina ngo-March siyavalelisa is ending what is called i-summer season, meaning ukuthi sesingena kuphi elentuza enkwindla, which is autumn, before i-winter eqala ngoJune. I-winter eqala ngoJune. Autumn is March, April, May, June soqala i-winter. Manje ke uzubone ke labantu lento akhuluma ngayo phela yidlanzana of the elite who do ama-rituals of welcoming the sun nge-21 March. The rest of the people, oh no, do nothing. Go to Europe. No March nge-21, nothing happens, but when it comes to Christmas, they are all up. So it means their leaders have misaligned them. The leaders, the elite, they do the proper ceremony underground. Manje, the rest of the community, basabambe into guy first. Yini, first is January, that's the new year. So, yingakho sithi yonke lento yomlungu, it's about social control. Because if you didn't have that mindset of socially controlling people, you would let them know the truth. Ukuthi unyaka wangale Northern Hemisphere uqala nge-21st zikaMarch. So ilapho ke siyabonga, ngibonga nje ulwazi lwakho of combining zonke lezi, because mele mawumuntu uqale lapho ungene la emakuleni emachineni kuzo zonke lezi zinto amaJuda awungeni physically, but you are studying them so that you are able to make an informed decision ukuthi yonke lento is nonsense. I'm going back home, which is the original thing. The original thing is pure. It has never been messed up because it was written in stones. Hey. So it's been there for my mind is too cheap. Some of the information part is long out. You know, a lot of people have written it. Kunama pyramids and temples ongamelanga ungene manje la. They've closed them. Why? Because they are trying to hide the truth, especially about us. Kuna temple girl in very magical I hear. Liga Hathor. Hathor I believe kunendawo lapha. Remember ukuthi uAsar uHetheru leso mfaka sazi. uHetheru ubab credo umbiza umahadi. Usho kanjalo mahadi. Uhati orlo. uHetheru. That's the potency. And when you listen to ancient stories of the Pleiades, those 7 queens that carried in their belly, the seed that gave birth to us. Enzalo lapha, there are hidden chambers. Okumele siwathole. The original labs, when they talk about the in vitro fertilization, it didn't start now. It started with the Anunnakis and Zalo. So that's the truth. That's what they're trying to hide in Enzalo. That's why Bangafuni, it must land in our hands, because we'll get access to all this information. Yonki into Hey, remember Guti, the birthplace of the sun. Ilanga Menvela, Lizena Yonki. Yingako, the oldest mines are there in that area. The oldest gold mines are there. Then the Rukwele gold. Kepa le gold is a fichilinde over. Sure. Any other question, comment?
When you meditate, the word
yeah.
inconsistent.
Yes, it's strictly electrical. I did electrical engineering. Only now, in my understanding, no man, everything about is within me. Because now we talk about current net voltage, or current because voltage when it moves, And now, for you to control current, you put in a resistor. That's when you come in now. You're channeling this energy within you in silence. It needs to be in silence, in darkness. That's why I'm cool at it. The most powerful time is when the moon is black, because that's when it's not reflected. I reflected Nix. Now in your mind, you block out everything, because now you need to go, you need to reset yourself. It's more like you're feeling these resistors, and but I know that it's a sensitive subject, because they will tend to want to see those physical things with born no. But no, what you need to do is when I check yourself, all those things both struggle. That's when you're gonna see with no man. I used to have short temper. I used to have challenges as well. Those little things, you need to see the improvement within yourself, and the improvement is also one. And again, to add on something else again, within our heads, there's six. So Babi's with it, Babi's with it is cranial nerves. It's 6 this side, 6 this side. And these dots now are cranial nerves. That's what we use to connect to each and every month. Like Asar, maybe we'll talk about one cranial nerve, because I 12 and we've got 12 months. So everything that the universe did, it did within you.
No, sure.
That's why this character, by far the thorn of crown of thorns, that emulating what your head, what's here, man? It's everything. Everything
Ukesha ukhuluma into semkhona ubaba uCredo akhuluma ngayo. Remember wabiza le ndawo bedula oblongathi wathi incebeka. Uthi ubaba uCredo thina mesi communicate nature and we want things to manifest. Kumele siyuse yilamalambu la akhuluma ngawo. Those are centers of production in melanin. So, yiwoke la I light up the pineal gland, right? So therefore, ubaprelo uti mele siyuze lenda. Sifage our pictures, the picture of the things that you want to see manifest.
Reprogram.
Hey, with your mind, focus on this area with your picture, because that ignites and creates fire amongst those 12 melanin production centers. So right to Kesha, Amalam, and they are linked with the 12 signs of the zodiac.
Yes.
They are linked with the 12 principles. Meaning ukuthi njengoba kuyisikhathi sika Asar, eyodwa is more brighter than the other ones. So whatever yenzakala above, so is below. Thokoza siyabonga. Siyabonga. Akuzikho. Asiva. Makete, sine challenge ninyana. Abantu who are able ukuthi babe nesikhathi basincedise, sine challenge la. Lento yasenzalo le ifake abelungu abaningi on our page. Plenty. Hey, manje bakhuluma nonsense yabo la. So those that are familiar ngama social, sicela baphakamise izandla so that bazoncedisa indlovukazi. Inkulumo yethu is directed to black people. We don't want white people on our side because we are not communicating to white people. So labantu laba banengi ngendlela ukuthi umuntu oyedwa won't be able to do the proper job. Indlovukazi concern was that recipe for ukuthi ipage lethu livala, because maybe lokho ba complain abayinqwaba lapha bazolivala ipage. So sicela abantu abanesikhathi to assist kuma socials, deal with that and also assist indlovukazi in terms of posting. There's so much information. I'm a video Sundays. I enzwa boma 1 minute something are reposted so that abantu are not able to consume yonke 2-3 hours esibanayo. So ukwenza nje small videos from YouTube itself, you don't need any extra tools. It's right there. Just to chop up by ama punching lentos, my punchlines, so that is fage wona ma 1 minute. Then they lead people to our page to YouTube. So siyacela those that are familiar with our socials, baphakamisa izandla indlovukazi zizothatha amagama abo so that we are able to assist each other. Our socials we need. Our videos ethu, they are long. And there's nama podcast. Lama podcast ayazidla. We are not using them. Before besizoti lecture, sifake lapha ku podcast. And abantu appreciated because I host the podcast. You say you're driving to work, we are listening. So all that we've deprived abantu because of his hand. See, no website yet. Your website yet needs continuous updating so that it irrelevant. Yiyo la edonsa wonke umuntu khona international. We all meet lapha ku website yet. So besicela people abanesikhathi for our socials. Please raise your hands. We need your assistance. Thokoze. I don't know, we're not indlovukazi indlovukazi uvi. Bazo coordinator.
Sithokozeni sibonga omkhulu.